Hi guys, the Tenants had a big update, the Manhattan update now, and we are hopping in. For all those who don't have the game yet, and also for those who do have it and didn't have the time to play it yet, we will take a look at Manhattan. It's quite interesting to see what they did. There are also some bugs and problems in the game, and I personally am not that much a fan of the Manhattan update. I'm not that happy about the town, but other than that, the mechanics they brought in are pretty awesome. So I'm going to show you a bit around. This is here a beach area that they did with some shops also here in the area and restaurants. They did put a lot of detail into the town. You will find a lot of nice stuff like this one here, where the houses are around a lake. And unfortunately, you don't have any balconies here or roof terraces or something where you could enjoy the view from. That would have been nice. I already bought 2 apartments here, but I did not have the impression that you do get a lot of money. Okay, this one is Melissa. She's pretty happy with us, so we can just simply, let's take a look at the rent. You can now not only let's see if we can raise the rent, but you could just extend the rent now instead of raising it or trying to raise it. You can just hit the extend button and they will go on paying what they paid before. If you are happy with the price that they are paying, you should do that. I personally believe that this rent here is far too low. They should raise the money making here in Manhattan, because it should be the richest area, right? And I barely get any rent here. My other areas do give me more rent. We accept that now. It's 5,000 is just a joke for that house. I paid 800,000 for and something for that house here, furnished it very nicely, and then did put even a swimming pool here on the terrace, but they don't really want to pay much here. This lady here should probably have some gift. I cannot do that. She's busy. Let's then make an offer. Maybe we get about the same price. 3,000. I guess I have to send her some gifts, make her happy, and then I am able to raise the rent again. She has a date. I always fail at those recommendations. I tell the people to do whatever and change that each time, but I never hit the right one that they should use with that quest. Okay, so, but now let's take a look around. For example, one of the bugs I found here in game are those transparent houses. They should not look like that. That's one of the problems I discovered, but I told the developer already about it and made some nice snapshots so that you don't have to. I will show you the areas. It's kinda not really Manhattan, it's more Los Angeles-like. Those typical bridges they do have in the States. We don't have that in Germany. At least not that huge ones, usually. I believe in Frankfurt we got something like that, but it's pretty much it. They made here some green area that I really do not understand why they had to put so many parking places here, especially because there is no car at all on those. So I assume they still plan to put something different here into the area. I cannot understand otherwise why they did that, because there's the only huge beach here where you would have some possibility to put some nice beach houses down, and they didn't do that. Let me answer to her. Get pizza. Fits to an action movie. Yeah, they have a stadium here, so it's kinda understandable that they did something here with parking places. That's a VR headset that's hovering in air, and that's one of the collection items. You have now a lot of little items to collect on the map. You just have to keep an eye open where they are. They will be just spread out. Look, there's a coin down here, or no, that's a briefcase. And you can collect all those things everywhere on the maps. Of course, it didn't mark the point. Yeah. So is she now unhappy with me? Probably. We'll have to improve that. So you can kind of go around and take a look at all the areas here to find those also little items that you can find. Item boxes. But you have to make sure that you have enough room in your storage here. Otherwise you cannot collect the items. It's money, it's items, it's landlord points. It can be all kinds of things. They have here a mini industrial area, but that is not really a huge part of the map. Here they do have the typical Los Angeles beach hillside houses. Unfortunately, although they do have a pool, the apartments you can buy are always not connected to the terrace and to the pool. I mean, this one got a tiny terrace here to this side, but I'm not sure if you can use it at all, because I went to some auctions to get me some apartments with balconies, and the balconies were not accessible, which is kind of weird. So you could not furnish the balconies. For that reason, I did not buy the apartments then. Oh, something's going on with my whatever heater, electricity, something. Send her someone. Yeah, those apartments, you see, this is the next one that has that nice pool here down here, but yeah, you would have here mini balcony or terrace, you could call it maybe, but you are not connected to the nice area here. So who would want to buy this? I don't know. I wouldn't. They have some hovering trees here in the map, so bear with them. They will have to fix that. That's something they probably oversaw, at moving some stuff. That can happen easily on any map that you create. Unfortunately, all those nice villas up here are not buyable at all. So yeah, that's really very, very sad. And I would have loved to get me those villas. Would have made far more sense to have a richer map, a rich area. Look, there are some rubber ducks in the swimming pool. Yeah, would have made so much sense to be able now to buy some really nice villas, but they didn't give us the possibility to do so. Look, here is an item box that you can collect. Got me the item. And yeah, there are also playing cards that you can collect from our uncle. Our uncle is always on the picture of the playing cards. Here is a pile of banknotes that gives me some money. One of our tenants' lease is running out. Yeah, then I will better go now and take care of this. Yeah, they did add a lot of gameplay stuff now that you can use in your game. I will show you some of it in a bit. So where's my tenant? Here. He is happy with us, so you see here's the extend lease button. I just hit that button, done. You don't have to negotiate each time now anymore. Once you are happy and your client's happy, you can just hit that button. Only if they are really, really unhappy with you, you will not be able to do this. If you have a good agent that takes care of your people, you might even from time to time find some hearts hovering in the area where your people live. And those hearts raise then the sympathy of your tenants that they got for you. If you click on them, they only get generated if you make the clients happy or your agents do. So let's now get back to Manhattan. You see here that nice ferry wheel. I did not find that at all in the town. So hopefully they are also going to add some area for this where you could just watch the people going to some amusement park. Probably. And here we go. Now we are back. So they have a lot of green area also up here. I would reduce that if they could. They should add more villas here in the areas where there is a lot of forest instead right now. Here is another item box. And when you collect items, you will have them here in the storage. They have some funny ones, a hoverboard for example, and other futuristic items, a mood portal, a reliable mean of transportation that can take you anywhere you want. Pretty funny. Yeah, and as I said, it's unfortunate that they did here some really nice hillside houses, but you're never able to access the nice terraces with the swimming pools, which is weird. Why wouldn't you do that if you could have such a nice house and give that to the people to buy? Mostly people will probably get the properties they would love to live at too, and I don't think they did consider that at all. Because why wouldn't you do that in a game like this? That would be kinda the first idea as a developer that I'd get to make something nice for the people that they would like to live at. So here is a nice statue. And we take a look further into the town to find more items. And then I will show you some about the gameplay changes, except to that extend the rent. There is the possibility to have more new events, for example this one. That came out recently also. You can now, if you have an artist, you can now help him by posing. You can choose different ones. You have to follow this target here, just with the mouse arrow. And then it fills up. And as soon as it's filled, you're done. That was it. You have new clients now. You will have politicians and Let me think about it. What else was it? Business people, just, and the ones that really fit here into Manhattan, you could say. Yeah, then you have those playing cards the target cards that you can choose from, and those are now the ones. This one I did choose, this one I did choose. I don't know about those, I didn't, I guess. And once you did what you promised to do here for the card, you can choose a new one. You will automatically, if you fulfill one of the tasks, you will get a new one. Then let's see if we can maybe buy a property also. Property. There's nothing really. Okay, at the moment, no auction it seems. Nothing going on. You have a nice typical Manhattan area here that really looks like Manhattan, I believe. Oh, here's another VR set. Yeah, there are phones and VR sets that you can collect here in Manhattan. You have to watch it because the cell phones are laying often on top of the houses, like this one. Also, landlord briefcase again. They are not really too hidden. You can easily find them. In my opinion, that is not hard. That was lag. Also, they did have a problem with the traffic because the traffic was not running anymore. It was just completely standing in a queue here. But they were also aware of that problem. So yeah, that is just a normal thing that if you have an early access and a big huge update comes, then some stuff might just not work out as it should. But they are busy fixing the bugs right now. I hope they do. Yeah, what else is new? Let me see. Should probably go on our tenants. Oh yeah, there is something new. I have one house that has a lot of people in it. That's in the first district, in the slums district. They live in that big villa in the middle of the map, and they have now here bars about how they like the other tenants that live with them. So those guys are living together with her, and you can see she has most sympathy for me, and then the other ones they will raise a bit after some time or not. It depends on how they get by with each others. You can see it's totally different for some. Let's see, do I have to take care of any rent? Yeah, this one soonish. I have to make her more happy. Where is she? Oh yeah, they are sometimes invisible now also. At least that's what I noticed. The sign on the bed is not there. I can even hear them in the apartment with some noise they make, but I cannot see them at all. So that's another bug they do have at the moment. Going to show you that too if it happens. Aha, there she is. What does she like? Classic literature. And I will give her some services. Let's send her a makeup artist. She might enjoy that. Because soonish I have to negotiate the rent again. That was far too low what she wanted to give me. So I try to get her up to the 99% that you can have here at the happiness, and then we will negotiate the rent. At the last update, they brought some new services in here, but not the recent update. that had no new services. Yeah, guys, and I just went to take a look at a different apartment, and the bug that I was talking about before with the invisible tenants, I can show you that now. The symbol on the bed is not here. The tenant is nowhere to be seen. It's also not outside here on the porch. So you can easily see now that sometimes the tenants are invisible. Most of the time, I can even hear them. Oh, okay, that's an event. I hope you can hear that. But she's not anywhere visible. Ah, here she is. Now she just simply appeared in the middle of the room somewhere. And is she going to call me now? I got no message from her. She just ignores the event, it seems. Although she was screaming before, she now pretends as if the rats weren't there. Or the mice. I had such strange behavior at a few tenants already in the last 2 days when I was playing the update. And partly the tenants went naked outside and stayed naked after they were in the shower, under the shower. Okay, let's send the uncle now to fix that event. But now back to the other tenant that we had before. Okay, so that made her happy, hopefully. Let's see, 88%. Yeah. We will send her then some lady from the nail studio also over. Also, something I had a problem with is on the new map, do you have those renovation jobs, special ones that are given by companies only? This quest here that you get at the beginning, I had a hard time to find any jobs because the jobs were empty here on my phone. I bought then an apartment and then suddenly the jobs popped up on my phone. Oh, she's busy, okay. Yeah, she is an artist, so she's painting a lot at the apartment. That's, by the way, new. I didn't see that much before. That animation. Okay, let's give her the manicure specialist. Yeah, and those jobs that you do have to make for the quests in the beginning, they are only offered by certain people, by companies. And to be honest, I didn't find any yet. I did even those elite jobs. But probably I have to wait till I get some from the offices. But what I would prefer to do before is maybe taking a look at some objects. Let's go and take a look here. So that's one of the apartments in a skyscraper. That would not be interesting at all for me because there's nothing except the apartment. Then we got this kind of villa here in the middle of the town that has not really balconies. It got here. Yeah, it looks as if the balcony here would be accessible, but it's so small that you could not even put furniture on it. We would need the lower one, the down one. That would be big enough to do something with. Wait, I had a message. Oh yeah, about the nail polishing. Yeah, now we have to... Yeah, that's good. Now we have to negotiate that rent again. Let's see. pretty sure we can get now far more. I want at least 5,000, yeah, that's good. 5,600, yeah, we accept that offer. So yeah, what else was in the phone for auctioning? This one. Yeah, that would have a nice surrounding. If it would have a balcony or something, then I would probably be interested. But honestly, that's not really thrilling. There is no roof terrace, there's no balcony, there's nothing where you could place some nice furniture outside. So yeah, not really my thing. I really love this one. That was a nice one, but to get about 5,000 rent for this house is also ridiculous. Oh, look, here is the traffic jam again. And that happens quite often, and then in the end, all the cars do stand there and nothing moves anymore at all. Yeah, they made some nice parks here in the Manhattan area. You see, that's really beautiful what they did here. Then this is a bar. You can see here the bar sign, and here to the side. We can paint the wall, of course we do. You have some here, some nice ice cream or balloon stands. Those tiny shops. We had those, I believe, on the very first map already. Was a bit wondering why they did place some stuff here on the map that was from the slums. That was there available already. Like that Mum Macaroni shop, the restaurant. They have that here on this map too. But if you scroll a bit down, then you will find a lot of little nice details, like the coffee shop here. Just showing you a bit around. Then here is a fuel station. There are the, how do you call those, fuel thingies where you can pump the fuel pumps, yeah. And a nice bar with a guitar in the sign. They did really some nice details again here. The bus shelters do have some plants and are overgrown a bit. And those houses here, they do all have such a roof terrace, but none of those are available to buy, so you cannot really use those. That was another pile of money. Also the gardens here, they would be nice for having some gardening, but nope. Also not available. There was another item, and here was another pile of money. This one is also awesome. It's really amazing, but the one that you can rent here does not have any access here to the green area. Although it's really at that level, but they don't give you a door to the outside, so meh. And yeah, some of the buildings do not get auctioned yet in the beginning, so you will have to wait, but even those do not have any specials, any nice specials. And everywhere some small parks. That's really nice that they did that. I love that. Now it's getting dark and I will not see much anymore and cannot show you too much. Fortunately, the night goes very fast over here in this game. That's really good. Here's a nice pond that they did add here to the side of the houses. They should place definitely some cars on the parking lots because it just looks more real. This is a really nice roof garden with sand gardens, even sandstone gardens and sand, and a lot of hedges, but also this is not really available for you to buy. I think that's a shopping mall probably, if I remember that correctly. Let me take a look from the other side. We sell everything. Yeah, it's a shopping mall. Also, those little paths down here are really, really beautiful. They made here some extra nice areas for the pedestrians. It's a little tunnel here. So they did really put some effort into this. You can easily see how much they did put here and really designed it very nice. I love that. The signs here and the newspaper shop. I think that's a newspaper shop or something. Useless stuff, okay. The bicycle thingies here, the rent a bicycle structures. Here is the Mama Macaroni that I mentioned before. Yeah, here is a house that's still getting built. Also super nice to take a look at. And I love those trash containers. Could I upgrade her internet? Yes, of course we can do that. Sure, why not? Probably have to go to her apartment and do it then. The typical Manhattan taxis are also in the streets. There's another nice poster. Here is a bar and grill shop. Hot dog kebab. Tenants. Yeah, they did really put a lot of details in. I love also that they did make the roads in all colors and with signs on the road. That's really very realistic. And you have those little foregardens here and the parked cars in this area. That's also super nice. Then you have here some kind of house with all kinds of stuff. Subway, casino, big sale sign, all the shops ever down there. And here banner. Really, really nice decorated houses here in the main city. And the traffic jam, of course. And always watch the roofs also for finding objects because they often have some on top of the roofs. In between those houses they made also very nice gardens. That's really sweet. And yeah, we have another house here without porch, terrace or balcony, of course, but that does also not fit to those houses. I totally understand that. It's just a typical Boston style houses, I would say, or Manhattan like houses. A cake shop, and again bar and grill shop. Some advertisement on the house walls. Always nice. Yeah, and as you can easily see, they did really put so much attention into the detail here that it's nice to take a look around and find all the time some new things that you didn't discover yet. Also, I do love it that they have so many people running around in the town. That absolutely fits to Manhattan. That the streets aren't this empty. And of course, they do have traffic lights everywhere. There's not much more that I could wait. Can we go inside? Yeah, we can even go inside of the house. There's not much more that I could show you now. I think the main stuff I showed you for now. Now let's see. Anyone wanted some upgrade for the internet? Those things are now here available. You have um, different things that you have to install now. Also, at your own old houses and apartments, you need to put in electricity, heating, water, and you can also give them TV service. Internet connection is here already installed. Monitoring means something against theft. And there's even a cleaning robot that you could offer them. Okay, but the business qualification you can only install if no one is in there. So yeah, it seems we don't really have to install anything, because if we would, we would have here some red dot or star that would show that you have to change something in the apartment. From time to time, you should definitely check on that, because if they come up with any ideas to let you install something, then you might need to just go into that menu to do some changes. Yeah. So here's also nothing that we would need to do. That's all installed. How about the internet? TV services installed, internet connections, everything installed. Okay. So if you upgrade the internet, it seems that you don't need to install anything anymore. I love it also how they did put some plants here inside of the building. That's just cute. Yeah, and that's the Manhattan update. As you could see, there are a lot of little changes that they brought in, like the services that you have to install now. That's really important to know, and also fun to do. Obviously, you have to spend some money on that also. So if you're kind of broke, then you will have a hard time to do so, because it costs a fortune to install everything. I did not have any problems with that, because I got enough tenants that are paying their rent each day, so not a biggie. And I also attempt to give my tenants also the longest rent time here. And I totally like that system where you can see if people do live together, that they do like or dislike each other's. Yeah, and that was pretty much it. If you are up for more indie game videos and early access videos, I'm not only showing some that get an update, I usually show brand new ones. So if you're interested into this, just subscribe to my little channel, and I see you the next time. Bye bye.